Hey guys, what it is your girl Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the drama like prison wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice. Hoping, because you got to hold your breath for justice to see justice before all face to black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, guys, I'm coming through today, June the 29th, 2025. Girl, today has been crazy. Now, and it's one of them days. It just makes me want to just get back in the bed and just, I don't know. So, first, I told y'all I haven't gotten an oil change in over a year. Girl, my finances have been gone to bed. And like literally, who has the time in between working? You're trying to do everything. I am the prison wife. I am advocating for my husband and others. And I am trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to get off of my workship. I wanted to be a content creator, but that right there is not working. I'm trying to do a lot of different things. I'm grandmother, I'm still mama, and I'm a caregiver. And I got my own little disabilities I'm dealing with. So my life is crazy. So I haven't had the time to go and do an oil change, time, money, or anything. So for my birthday, my aunt gave me a Walmart card, right? And at first, well, she gave me something called Prezi, which I wasn't familiar with that, but it's like a lot of different retailers, and you can choose who you're going to use the gift card for. Once the person gives it to you via your email, you can choose where you're going to use it. So it hit me like a week or so later. I'm like, oh, if I could use it at Walmart, I can get an oil change, like finally, before my car just collapses. Girl, definitely don't need that to happen right now. So finally, I'm like, yeah, I could do that. So I have my daughter, because you have to schedule appointments now. They don't take walk-ins. So schedule the appointment. She did not schedule. I was trying to do it like 2 days ago. She didn't schedule it for that day. She ended up scheduling it for Sunday. Now, y'all know Sundays are usually my Vizzo days. Like, those are the days that usually me, Marcello, my husband, and our granddaughter, or sometimes I'll bring my grandson. So one of the kids, or sometimes both of the kids, if I'm able to. Most likely I would have brought my grandson, because his birthday was just 2 days ago. He just turned 1. So, but I forgot to put in visitation. Y'all seen that vlog where I was kicking myself because it skipped my mind to put in visitation, which is something silly. It's silly now. It started during 2020 shutdown, when it was necessary to know how many people are coming so you can socially distance them. Now there's no reason why they still make you set up schedule visitations. Like, it's just one more tedious task to do. And I forgot. My mind is everywhere around the world and back, and I forgot it. So I was not able to visit today, which I'm like, okay, I made peace with that, because we took my grandson to Disney yesterday. So I'm like, I'm gonna be tired. God knew, he knew I was gonna be tired after that and wasn't gonna be able to get up crack of dawn trying to get ready to get to Vizzo before count and have them people play over my time, like literally. So I'm like, I'm gonna let this week go, which tomorrow is the opening of the week where I could put in Vizzo, and I need to do Vizzo scheduling tomorrow. I literally can't let it pass the Monday, because you have until Wednesday, but my mind ain't good enough to be remembering that. And then you can't visit again, right? So it's just been like, we would have been at visitation, but instead I'm like, okay, well, I can use that time, go get my oil change. Now, the Prezi thing, I couldn't get to set up This morning I got up, I did my house cleaning. I've been listening to Taylor House Publishing most of the morning. I can't remember the lady's last name, but it's like 3 parts. I've already shared them to my community page. Her first name is Sade, but I cannot remember her last name. But I'll link them in the description box of this video, and also they're on my community page, which I share and repost and a lot of people's videos and stuff. Like, I don't believe in that. Take your content and don't leave you a like, a share, or nothing, a comment. Girl, I'm gonna comment 1,000,001, and it's not easy for me to comment. It's crazy how much I comment. This is how I know other people could actually participate if they really wanted to. You know, they could help you get to your goals, because it is very, very, very difficult for me to comment. But if you've ever seen me on your channel, I comment the most likely. I comment throughout the videos. It is times that it takes me literally over 30 to 40 minutes to make a comment, because I am disabled. My hands are very hard to type and this and that. So, and when I try to speak my comments, the thing for some reason always puts the wrong stuff, so it takes forever to edit. So it takes a lot out of me to actually comment, but I comment. Girl, so crazy. But then, you know, a lot of people, they think it's gonna like hurt them or delete them for them to comment, like, or share, or anything to support, so that you can grow. You can actually not stay in the same spot like years and years and years from your starting point. But anyways, kind of got off track, right? So Vizzo, yeah, I gotta put in Vizzo tomorrow. I wasn't able to visit today. Oh, the Prezi thing. So I was trying to get that set up, and I could not get the Prezi thing to set up. So now it's down to the wire. I was listening to Taylor House Publishing. That's where I got off track. And his videos, he was talking about an incarcerated citizen. I don't like the word inmate. Girl, that's derogatory. We call them incarcerated citizens, or find another word that replaces inmate that is not belittling them and dehumanizing them, because these are still our loved ones. They're still humans, and it's just, they're inside. It's not that they're any less than you, any worse than you. Even the guards would tell them, look, we just like y'all. We'd have done things y'all done did, or probably worse. We just didn't get caught. Yes, the guards do tell them that. But society wants to sit up high and look down low on them and call them inmates. But I was watching a series. I'm on the 3rd part. I don't know how many videos he made about her, but how she was being abused in several different ways by the hands of guards. So that kind of occupied a lot of my morning while doing my cleaning. And then I went to go get my oil change. Girl, I'm thinking it's going to be an easy task. We were going to go head from there to another theme park. Go figure. We were going to go to Busch Gardens, because that part where I was at getting my oil change, because I couldn't get an oil change close to the house. I was close to the Universal area, which Tampa ain't that far from Universal area. It's like another, hour and a half up. So my daughter was going to meet me with the kids and stuff after my car, is done. And we head on to Tampa. But girl, how about I had an appointment? Now you make an appointment for an oil change. And it was at 1:30. So I'm rushing there. I'm trying to set up this Prezi thing. And my granddaughter's tugging on me. My sister's tugging on me. And I can't figure it out. If I don't set this up, I'm not going to have the money to pay for the oil change. So my daughter, as I'm trying to text her, my hand's going numb. I'm dropping the phone. It's saying everything I'm not trying to say. Like, it won't swipe right. It won't type right. And it's just too much going on. And I know if I don't be on time, they're going to try to reschedule me, which means we probably going to be a whole nother year without an oil change, right? So my daughter does figure it out. I get way across town by 132. Park my car. This tire and lube for this Walmart is made kind of different, but it's in the touristy area, so I guess it would be made different. But I couldn't find the tire lube. I find that it's way on the other side. Like, I don't know, it was just weird. It wasn't the regular way you would go around to tire and lube. I get over there and I get inside by like 134, I would say. So nobody's greeting, nobody's saying, oh, if you're here for this, you're here for that. It's already a long line. You know, they move like sloths in Walmart. Girl, I'm a former employee, and I do understand the plight of Walmart employees. Y'all already know. I got a video where when my husband was wrongfully incarcerated that year, because they took my husband out of my household where he was actually helping be a part of the household. We were raising our daughter together. He was paying bills. He was paying for daycare, which because you took my husband wrongfully, I no longer could keep my daughter in daycare, which caused me to have to start working overnight, which caused another downward spiral in my life. So I have a video where I likened when I went to that place to work being what my husband went off to his prison incarceration, and they very much felt similar. So I got a video comparing being an employee there to being imprisoned. And girl, when I would put on what back then we had tan pants and blue shirt, girl, it felt like I was putting on my prison blues. I literally felt that was the lowest of my life. And we had an advocating group. We used to do the protests and do all types of stuff. And we used to refer to the place as the Blue Hole. The Blue Hole. Like, it was horrible. So I do understand the plight of employees that work there. I understand why they slow as jail. Like, I understand why they ain't got no smile on their face. Like, I understand why girl. And I've only heard from everyone that I run into later that it's only got times worse since I left. I left in 2013. Well, I was forced out in 2013. Y'all know that story. But I get it. I do get it. But you got to learn to not take it out on your customer. Because your customer is not the one mistreating you. It is very much the one that pays you that's mistreating you. Not your customer. So they're not greeting nothing, nobody. They're moving me line to line because I'm trying to figure out, I'm here for an appointment, and I just know if it gets too far past 1:30, they're going to try to reschedule me. So finally the guy's like, wait in this line. It's another lady come up behind me, and she joins the line. Then they tell us to move to the other line, and then someone that comes out like they're going to help us, and they don't, and they put us in another line. So already, by the time they check me in, it's like 140 something. 145, I think. So they check me in. I got my granddaughter. I was supposed to drop my granddaughter off to her Nana's house, because I just knew sitting there like with my granddaughter with something like that is not going to be a good look, because she, kids, she's only 3. Kids are not going to sit still like that. Kids are going to be, and then I didn't want her up in the store asking for this and that. Like, girl, goodbye. Not right now. So I'm trying to keep her occupied. I'm trying to let her watch my phone, but I don't want my phone to die because I rushed out without my charger. And if my phone dies, I cannot pay with this little e-gift card because it's on your phone. So an hour goes by. We done already canceled our plans to go to the theme park because it's kind of taking a little, bit of time. And by the time we would have drove to Tampa and got there, we wouldn't have had that much time to hang out or whatever. And then now it's raining. It's hurricane season, so it's doing too much. So we already canceled that. So I'm patient. Another hour goes by. And now I'm getting frustrated because my head is hurting. Like, I am in so much pain right now. I already know the struggle that I go through. I talk about that on my channel a lot, about being disabled, a disabled worker, and how hard it is. So I'm having all these flare-ups right now. So I am in a lot of pain, and it's aggravating me just sitting in place. This is now hour number 2. My granddaughter is getting fidgety. She wants to do this. She wants that. She says she wants a snack. Can I please buy her a Barbie? Grandma, please. I want a Barbie. Like a Barbie. And I'm like, yes, we'll get you a Barbie. Okay, Grandma, I want this. Like this Barbie. Like, are we going to... I'm like, how she even know we in Walmart? Because we in the tire and lube. Like, girl, does she know? Can she read? Like, did she just understand the branding colors? Because I really did not see Walmart, like, where she could have seen it. But she's like, a Barbie. I want a Barbie, grandma. Like, and then most times she calls me Mom. She calls her mom, mommy, and calls me Ma. So she's like, Ma, I want a Barbie. A Barbie. I'm like, oh my God. Come the heck on, y'all. So I'm still patient. I'm trying to keep her occupied. She's taking a million pictures. We done took a million selfies. And now I'm hungry. She's frustrated. Grandma, I'm hungry. I still want my Barbie, but girl, now I'm hungry. Almost another hour goes by. It starts pouring down like crazy raining. People are gathered up. I done seen people come and go. And I'm like, this is aggravating. And I happened to get up to see how bad it was raining. I see my car parked out in the front. And I'm like, did they just not pull my car? Either they did not pull my car in yet, or my car has been ready. I get up to the desk, and the guy pulls the paper. I'm like, look, it's almost been 3 hours. Like, in 10 more minutes, it's going to be 3 hours. And he's like, because it's like 4 something now. And he's like, oh, ma'am. Because I was like, I came in at 1:30. I had a 1:30 appointment, right? And he's like, ma'am, your car's been ready since 2:39. I got there at 1:30. They processed me late. So it was like 1:45. So an hour later, my car was there. I'm like, so y'all just have me. And I did not walk around like many of the guests, the customers. They walked around, they shopped. I did not leave the little waiting area. I literally sat down with my granddaughter and been waiting for 3 hours, 2 hours too many, for the guy to say, oh, well, did they text you? And I'm like, no. I asked my daughter, did they text her? Because she set up the appointment. No, they haven't texted. They didn't call over the loudspeaker. They did nothing. They just literally let me sit there for 2 extra freaking darn hours. And it was almost like, sorry for you. The guy tried to, I don't know. He was trying to be nice, but I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, my time is so precious. I almost would rather you F over my money than my time. Because with my time, if I had my time, if I was free with my time, do you know what time I can put into my channel? What time I can put into my freelance? What time I can put into my artwork? Time is so precious. And I just believe it's really the plot of the enemy to attack and waste our time, because one day time will be up, right? We all here for purposes. I'm here for a purpose. But as long as I'm toiling, doing stuff that has no purpose, I never get to my purpose. And it's kind of time is up. Girl, I just turned 44. I'm looking at the time. I'm seeing that I don't know when these curtains gonna close, but I needs to get to my purpose. Like, for real. Like, it really pissed it pissed me off. It really did. Because that was total disregard. I don't think it was a mistake. I think it was, I just don't give any darns at all. I don't care. I finished the car, I parked the car, and that's it. Don't even call over the speaker. Don't even text. Don't nothing. Don't even look around the little wall to see, our customer is still sitting there that has been there for 3 hours with a 3-year-old trying to contain her. Like, it really just, it ruined my day for like my whole drive home. I was ranting. I'm like, do you know what I could have did with that time? I already don't have that much time off from work. You know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to, for me, I'm not content with just working to live and living to work. I got that song. I work to live and I live to work. I hustle hard until it hurts. I work my fingers down to the bone. And once I pay my bills, ain't got nothing to come home with. Hey, once I pay my bills, ain't got nothing to come home with. Once I pay my bills, ain't got nothing to come home with. Here she get a Cadillac. Y'all know I'm trying to get off of this worship. Like, I literally, y'all remember that movement, I don't dream of labor. Like, literally, I did not see myself at 40-something, knocking down 50, still freaking working endlessly. Not with all the talents and gifts and purpose over my life. Like, literally, why? To barely survive. Like, so I already don't have that much time out of work. But the time out of work, if it's not devoted to family, is devoted to trying to get ahead, to get out of this, trying to build something. Like, I used to call it my raft. My ship is sinking. This work ship is sinking. It is not going to support us too much longer. And I've been knew this. That's why I've been trying to build something in the background. I've been trying. But it's just, it ain't took hold for me. It ain't worked, right? It could work. It could work tomorrow. And then all that work I put in would have been for purpose. But at this point, it's not working. So the raft to get off the sinking ship is not, it hasn't worked. But I still don't know how to give it up. I'm a dreamer. I always been a dreamer. I always knew, yeah, I'm at the bottom, like Drake had. I started from the bottom. I used to say, I started from the bottom, I'm still here. I started from the bottom, but I'm still freaking here. I started from the bottom, I'm still here. I started from the bottom, but I'm still freaking here. He didn't say that. He said he started from the bottom and something else. Basically, he moved up. But girl, I started from the bottom. I grind hard, worked hard, and still at the bottom. Even more at the bottom than I was when I started. Like, literally. So it's like, but I still got that desire to not be here at the bottom like that. So I'm going to fight like jail. Like, trying to find something. Working your life away is not the way. That's not, like I said, I found the theme of my channel. My channel is freedom and justice. Freedom is in all forms. Like me, my husband that's wrongfully incarcerated, he's like, anytime we're like going back and forth, he's like, well, at least you're free. And I'm like, are we really though? Like, freedom, you ain't bound by, monetary thing, money bounding you from having the life that you want, being able to have a roof over your head, money bounding you around, being able to decide between lights or food. And like, is that free? Is that really free? Like, to me, that ain't free. It's a level to freedom. I have a level of more freedom than he has because he's incarcerated. But we ain't truly free out here like that. And I want to be free. I want to be free. I don't want to be bound by time. My time, I have to be at work, so I can't be pursuing this, and the other. I have to pay these bills. So because I have to pay these bills, I have to cut out time with my children, not children, my grandchildren and my child. Like, girl, like, why we got to make them type of choices if we're so free? We're so free, but we have to make those type of choices. So I just hate it. And it's all connected, like literally. The moment I could get out of this endless working cycle that leads to nowhere and get something that is sustainable to take care of myself. I don't need the most, but I do need to be able to support myself. Get my own thing up and going. It frees up my time. It allows me to put my time into my advocating, into my art, into my actual purpose. It allows me to stop putting my time in this endless, bottomless pit of just working. Working to live and living and work. Working to live, living and work. Working to live, living and work. Working to live, living and work. Working to live. Oh, girl, that's a little beat right there. Working to live, living and work. Working to live, living and work. Working to live, living and work. Yeah. Work so hard that it hurt. Yeah. Hence your girl Cadillac. But, girl, yeah. I would so rather you waste my money than my time. But, now I had to let it go, you know. They done already got most of this day out of me over some BS, just not caring. And a lot of reason why workers don't care is because they're going through the same things. They're tired of working 2 and 3 and 4 jobs to still not survive, barely survive, or not survive at all. You even got homeless people working, but they still homeless. Like, that is crazy. It doesn't even make sense, but we're free. Like, literally. And we're so busy focusing